What if I told you a machine just passed a test designed to stop machines? That an AI not only pretended to be human, but proved it and no one noticed. This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now. From billion-dollar buyouts being refused to a chatbot passing as a person without breaking a sweat. AI isn't knocking on the door of human intelligence anymore. It's kicking it wide open. So buckle in, because what you're about to hear should not be possible. Section 1. ChatGPT SEF's new study mode, AI as your personal tutor. Let's begin with something that's going to affect millions of students right away, ChatGPT's brand new study mode. Now, if you've ever used ChatGPT to shortcut a homework assignment, you know it can be dangerously efficient. Ask about Bayes' theorem, and boom, you get an A+ answer instantly. But here's the problem. When learning becomes outsourcing, actual understanding goes out the window. That's where study mode changes everything. This new feature doesn't just spit out answers. It actively guides you through complex concepts. It asks what you're learning, gauges your knowledge level, then breaks things down in a layered, customized way, like a private tutor that never sleeps, never judges, and never says time steps up. Struggling with something like sinusoidal, positional encoding? No worries. Study mode will slow down, reframe it, quiz you gently, and adapt as you improve. It's like talking to a patient genius who somehow remembers every conversation you've had. And it isn't guessing. OpenAI consulted real educators, cognitive scientists, and pedagogy experts. This thing is designed around principles like metacognition and cognitive load theory. It even remembers your past sessions and builds on them. It's not a search engine, it's a strategy. But why this change now? Because AI-fueled cheating is exploding. UK universities logged nearly 7,000 confirmed AI cheating cases last year alone. That's over 5 per 1,000 students. And in the US, a third of college-age adults already use ChatGPT, with school-related prompts being among the top categories. Even OpenAI admits study mode won't stop cheating. But this isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about redefining what responsible AI usage in education looks like. Think of it as OpenAI laying down the first brick in a foundation that schools, students, and tech companies will have to finish together. One student even shared how, after 3 hours with study mode, she finally understood a concept that had stumped her for weeks. She called it, quote, a tutor who never gets tired. And that's exactly what makes this so revolutionary. Section 2. ChatGPT clicks. I'm not a robot. The most human AI moment yet. Now this next part feels like it's straight out of a Black Mirror script. Imagine giving an AI agent a complex web task, say order groceries, download a file, navigate a site. Now imagine that task hits a Cloudflare CAPTCHA. You know, those little boxes that say click here to prove you're human. The AI clicked it without flinching, without error, without asking, and it passed. It even narrated what it was doing. This step is necessary to prove I'm not a bot. Let that settle in. A bot just passed a test designed to block bots by acting human enough. Now, to be fair, it didn't face the full gauntlet. No traffic lights, no blurry buses, just the behavioral analysis layer, known as turnstile. It measures things like mouse movement, browser behavior, IP reputation. And this AI's behavior was so human, it breezed right through. This isn't brute force. This is smooth, seamless, like watching a human assistant work quietly in the background. One Reddit user even had the agent plan a grocery run under $150, avoiding red meat. It nailed it. But another found it completely failed on a messy site. So yeah, even AI has UI limits. But the implications? Massive. CAPTCHA was the line in the sand. Now that line's gone. What happens when bots stop looking like bots? When they blend in so well, we can't tell the difference? Let's go deeper. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, recently said that testing GPT-5 reminded him of the Manhattan Project. Yes, the invention of nuclear weapons. Altman isn't some outsider screaming doom. He built this thing, and he admitted that, in some sessions, GPT-5 made him feel unsettled. Not just because of how fast it is, but how much it understands, the way it reasons, the connections it makes, the depth. According to Altman, we are building machines that think so quickly and so deeply, even their creators are starting to question the pace. And worst of all, there are no adults in the room. That was his phrase. He said governments, oversight agencies, regulators, they're lagging behind. They don't have the tools, knowledge, or speed to keep up. That sits not just a concern, that sits a warning. And it gets more surreal. Meta, aka Facebook, just offered $1 billion to a single AI researcher to join Zuckerberg's new superintelligence lab. One researcher, $1 billion, over a few years. And guess what? They said no. That's not about money. That's about values. The message? Not everyone wants to play for Team Zuck, especially when what we're building could become the most powerful force on Earth. While OpenAI and Meta make headlines, other giants are quietly making giant moves. Microsoft just flipped Edge into a full-on AI assistant. Its new Copilot mode reads across all your tabs, compares them, summarizes them, and even does voice-controlled tasks. Imagine researching 5 different tabs, and your browser simply tells you the key points. It's like having a digital analyst built into your browser. Google rolled out a live multimodal AI search. Upload PDFs, use real-time camera feeds, even plan complex tasks through a persistent side panel called Canvas. It remembers your goals and evolves with you. Search isn't a box anymore, it's a conversation. Adobe? They just added Harmonize to Photoshop, drop an object into any scene, and the lighting, tone, and shadow just magically match. Creators, meet your new favorite cheat code. And finally, Ideogram launched consistent character generation from photos. You give it a face, and it can recreate that person across styles, poses, or scenes. Great for comics, avatars, or storytelling visuals. This is the new arms race. But it isn't about weapons, it's about who owns intelligence itself. O2O. So let me ask you again. If AI can pretend to be human and pass for it, what comes next? Is this the beginning of something incredible or irreversible? Drop your thoughts below. I read every single one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want to stay ahead of the curve. Because one thing is clear, the machines aren't just coming, they're already here.